Well, everybody, it is time for the rematch. The AutoZone Liberty Bowl at Liberty Bowl Stadium. The number 1 ranked LSU Tigers against number 16 Georgia. The winner to move on to the second round to do battle with the Cinderella story, the Texas Longhorns. If Georgia pulls off the win, it'll be a rematch of the 2007 National Championship between Georgia and Texas. If not, it'll be LSU rolling on to do battle with the Longhorns. It's rematch time here in Memphis. Advantage LSU. Their opening round game was in the Superdome, a short trip. They've been in their beds all last week, their own home. They come on the road here. They've been in Memphis for a few days to participate in the bowl activities. A really short trip for them, just a 3-hour trip from Baton Rouge. For Georgia, their opening round game, they had to go all the way to San Diego and then come all the way back. They are jet lagged, they are worn down, they are worn out. LSU, they are fresh as a daisy. They got an opening round win over Louisiana Tech, where Georgia had to play a really tough Michigan State squad. It's the Lowe's AutoZone Liberty Bowl here, the ESPN on ABC. Let's get this one underway. This should be a fun one, a rematch of the SEC championship game. LSU will start this thing off first, and there goes LSU all the way down to the 30, about the 39-yard line. And on the return, this cornerback Ron Brooks. They're going to hand it off on the first play. It looks like they have Ford in there. They used Alfred Blue a whole lot against Louisiana Tech, but now they have Ford in the game. They like to go between Ford, Spencer Ware, and Alfred Blue. Second down and 6. Jordan Jefferson is pressured. He will get it out to Ford. And that was just pure skill by Georgia, bringing the pressure and forcing Jefferson to just have to get rid of it. Louisiana State, they didn't have an easy task as they took on Louisiana Tech. In fact, it was a 3-point game late in the third quarter in that one before a pick six turned momentum on its head, and LSU was finally able to pull away. The only undefeated team left in the nation is right here, LSU. Jordan Jefferson, wide open receiver. Odell Beckham with the reception. And that's how good LSU is. The freshman Beckham, wide open down the field, and LSU just continues its dominating ways. They'll have it down at the 22 here at the Liberty Bowl. We are sold out for this one. Ford takes the handoff, and he'll pick up 4 yards. 4 yards for Ford, the man with 4 letters in his name. Second down and 6. They are now in the red zone. Hand off to Ford again. Ford has an opening. Touchdown, Michael Ford. Touchdown, LSU Tigers. Just like that, LSU burns Georgia and gets some points on the board. They're normally very slow starting. It normally takes this team till the second half to get going. Well, they're getting going right now. They are already on the board, less than 2 minutes in. Well, it's up to Mark Richt and the Georgia Bulldogs to try to retaliate, and they're really going to have to rely on their running game. Isaiah Crowell, who put up 100-plus rushing yards against Michigan State. He really helped that Bulldog team out. They're going to need some more help from him on this drive to get back in it. They're going to fake it. They're going to throw it. First down, Bulldogs. Aaron Murray out there to that number 26, and that's Malcolm Mitchell. One play, one first down, and Georgia's already starting off positive. Up at the 36-yard line, Murray will throw it again. And he hooks up with his wide-open wide receiver. That time it was Wooten who made the reception. He's not actually played a lot this year, so they're doing some different looks for LSU, getting into a play that hasn't played a whole lot this season. Murray's pass on second down will fall incomplete, and that'll take us to a 3rd down and 5. Bulldogs looking to convert. First down and more for Georgia, and that's Wooten again. So how about this from the Georgia Bulldogs? First and 10, they've yet to go to the running game, and that one's going to be badly thrown by Aaron Murray, incomplete. And there you see the Honey Badger. He's licking his chops. And actually, there we got Isaiah Crowell in there. Wooten has actually been out for quite a while with a concussion, but it looks like that he's good to go for this game. Third down and 5. Crowell takes it again. Crowell breaking tackles, and he won't get the first down. He was tackled by Brockers for LSU, and now a very long field goal attempt here for Georgia. It is good. Blair Walsh puts it through from 52 yards out. And the Bulldogs are on the board. AutoZone Liberty Bowl, and we'll see now. LSU, they had a very successful opening drive, which is rare for them. It usually takes them a couple of quarters to get going. Let's see how they continue it here. Michael Ford, I mean, he's just been the workhorse so far in this offense. Jefferson did have the really nice throw on when he was up. But other than that, Michael Ford, the workhorse, and he was the one that got the touchdown for the Tigers. They quickly find themselves at the 31-yard line. Jefferson will throw it. And it will be brought in by D'Angelo Peterson. 2nd down and 4. Jefferson, high snap. He's able to field it. Jefferson going to the far side, incomplete. Can't hook up with his receiver. We haven't seen Jefferson take off and run yet. He did that a lot in the Louisiana Tech game. We'll see on a 3rd and short if he puts his legs to work. They will give it to Ford instead, and Ford will be brought down, and Georgia will hold LSU to a 3-and-out after LSU drove down the field and scored on their first drive. It appears will be Bulldogs football at around the 30-yard line. Brandon Smith, the corner who brought it back. Speaking of Brandon Boykin on defense, when Georgia played Michigan State, he did really well, and they're going to need him to have another really nice day. see Isaiah Crowell with the run. Good enough for 4 yards. Memphis, Tennessee, AutoZone Liberty Bowl. Crowell with that reception for 3. And Crowell, who had 100 yards plus rushing against Michigan State. Hoping to have that kind of same success against LSU. 3rd down and 3. They're lined up in the eye. Maybe a running play. It is. No, it's not. Play action. Aaron Murray. They faked me. They faked out LSU. Pass completed. Orson Charles, the tight end from Tampa, with the reception. And they're about at midfield, so Georgia, they're doing a really nice job moving the ball. They were able to get down and get the field goal in. Now they're picking up this second drive, and that's what they did in the SEC Championship. Early on, they did a lot of trickery, and they had a lot of energy and excitement as they moved down the field, and then in the second half, they completely stalled out. You see Murray with an option play. It didn't go too far. So now, second time the rematch, and it looks like it's going more of the same, just really good up-tempo pace for the Bulldogs right now. Murray, that'll be good for 6 yards, or for 4 yards. It's caught by Malcolm Mitchell. Look at this stadium. Look at that shot. We are sold out. What do you think is going to sell more tickets to the Liberty Bowl? No disrespect to Vanderbilt, but at 6-6, what's going to sell more tickets to the Liberty Bowl this year? Vanderbilt versus Cincinnati, or LSU versus Georgia? I think the Liberty Bowl is making a lot more money with this LSU-Georgia second-round playoff game, to be honest with you. 2nd down and 6 for the Bulldogs. We are into the second quarter. It's a 7-3 game. Aaron Murray will throw it. Aaron Murray will complete it to Isaiah Crowell. But that's not going to be enough. That was a 3rd down. I thought that was a 2nd down. 3rd down and into LSU territory. The Bulldogs will be forced to punt it away. LSU defense will hold. And Honey Badger will watch that one roll into the end zone. You hate to give up the touchback, but I'm sure Mark Richt, he told his punter, just please, just kick it. Drew Butler, just kick it into the end zone. I don't care about a touchback at this point. Michael Ford on the run, and he'll get tackled up the line. Take us to a 2nd down and 10. George Jefferson lined up out of the gun, takes the snap. Here comes the pressure out to Michael Ford. And Ford tackled again for a gain of nothing. But Georgia brought some pressure onto Jefferson. He just had to get rid of it. 3rd down and 10 now, still at the 20. Jefferson going deep, open receiver, caught into Bulldog territory, down to the 40. It was Russell Shepard, the junior wideout from Houston, who made the spectacular catch and just did a great job of burning the defense. So it's 1st and 10 now at the 40 for LSU, and that's what the Tigers, that's what they do, man. #1 seeds all time in the BCS playoffs. First ever #1 seed was Ohio State. They were eliminated in the 1st round by Florida Atlantic. In 2008, #1 seed was Oklahoma, as we see Ford get a few. They made it all the way to the Elite 8, the Sugar Bowl, where they lost to Boise. #1 seed in 2009. That was the Alabama Crimson Tide. They made it all the way to the Final Four. The first ever #1 seed to do that. Jordan Jefferson runs it. Jordan Jefferson stays on his feet, and Jefferson sliding down at the 10-yard line. What a run by Jordan Jefferson. Alabama, the first #1 seed to make it to the Final Four. They made it to the Rose Bowl game. They were upset in overtime by Arizona, who would go on to win the national title. #1 seed last year. That was Auburn, upset in the first round by Troy. LSU trying to be the first #1 seed ever to win a national title, and they're looking good right now. Play action, Jefferson, end zone, incomplete. They have it at the 11-yard line, essentially a second down and goal. Michael Ford with the handoff, and he'll get it down to the 6 or 7. Right in between the 6 and the 7. Out of the gun, 5 wide. Jefferson, is he going to run it? No, he'll throw it. Fumble on the play. Georgia football. Who fumbled that? LSU did, but what player? That was Odell Beckham that fumbled it. Oh, the Mad Hatter is not happy. He's yelling at Beckham, yelling at his whole offense. That was huge for LSU to score, and now Georgia can get momentum swung their way. They give the option handoff to Wooden. He won't get anything. 2nd and 10. Murray completes it to Crowell. There goes Isaiah Crowell down to the 38-yard line. From number 11 to number 1. And look at the freshman go. Finally, at the last moment, he's brought down by Tharold Simon. First down with 2 minutes to go for the Georgia Bulldogs, and the offense just continues to truck along. Murray, incomplete. Honey Badger nearly picked that one off. Tyrann Mathieu jumped up, couldn't quite get the interception. 2nd and 10. Murray found his receiver, Orson Charles, for 5. 3rd down and 5. Got some man in motion. Way down the field, Murray, incomplete. Incomplete. Georgia will have to punt it. The Honey Badger is back, licking his chops. They try to kick it away from him, but it's going to stay in bounds. Here he goes, and they're able to get him. Just we'll wait for that young man to try to break out. And with 1:30 to go, all 3 timeouts, LSU's got another chance to put some points on the board. Michael Ford on the carry. Down he goes. He loses 3. Now they line up in the pistol. There goes Jefferson. Jefferson will lose 3. And now Georgia will call the timeout. 3rd and 16 for LSU. They just hand it off to Ford. Ford will break free, though. Ford will get the first down, stays on his feet, finally knocked out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. They were just trying to run it to get out, to just get out of the drive, and instead Michael Ford said, I apologize for all the errors here. I'm going to burn this team. First down, and now Jefferson will run it. He'll get it up to the 40. They mark him at the 38. I don't know how you figure that. Just running down to the 1-minute mark. Jefferson is able to get it out to Beckham, who fumbled it earlier. 3rd down and 1. Maybe we'll see Jefferson run it. Who knows? Incomplete. Incomplete. It looked like Ruben Randall was there He couldn't bring it down, so on 4th down, they'll have to punt it away. LSU off to their typical slow start. This is pretty close to what the score was in the SEC Championship at halftime. "40 seconds, and we'll see how Georgia wants to play this one. It looks like they might try to get a couple of offensive plays out of this. Murray will heave it deep. Single coverage and incomplete. Simon was in on the deflection. 2nd down and 10. AutoZone Liberty Bowl. This is getting good. Murray to Crowell, and Isaiah Crowell goes down. LSU will use a timeout. 3rd down and 13. There goes Crowell. Isaiah Crowell, 1st down. Yes. And Georgia will use a timeout. It's a chess game right now with these timeouts. Down goes Aaron Murray, quarterback sack. Brought down on the play by Kendrick Adams, the senior from Enterprise, Alabama. And they appear to let time run down, so this will do it for the first half. It is anybody's ball game going into the locker room. LSU 7 and Georgia 3. We'll be right back after our ABC Studios takes it away. Go ahead, halftime show. Welcome back to the AutoZone Liberty Bowl, part of the 2nd round of the Bowl Championship Series playoffs. The winners will move on to the Elite 8 to do battle with the Cinderella story, the 7-5 Texas Longhorns. Game Tracks will get you caught up on what you missed in the first half if you're just tuning in. We're either going to see a 2007 National Championship rematch between Georgia and Texas in the 2nd round, or in the Elite 8, or it's going to be an LSU-Texas showdown if the Tigers can hang on and prevail, but it's been very evenly matched so far in this game, as you can tell by the score. Crowell on the carry. Crowell up the middle. Isaiah Crowell inside the 45-yard line, and that's a heck of a nice start for the Georgia Bulldogs. Just really good blocking, and Crowell is well on his way to his 2nd 100-yard rushing day in the Bowl Championship Series. They fake it, and then they throw it to the man they faked it to, and I don't think he was ready. And that was just a matter of Aaron Murray having pressure on him, and he tried to get rid of it. 2nd down and 10 from the 47. Aaron Murray again was under pressure and threw that one away, incomplete. 3rd down and 10. Georgia Bulldogs are the Poinsettia Bowl champions, and for LSU, they're the New Orleans Bowl champions looking to add to the trophy case. Aaron Murray tossed into double coverage. Incomplete. And it was Eric Reed that was able to knock it away, so Honey Badger gets to get involved. No, he doesn't. He's going to bounce into the end zone, and for Butler, that's exactly what Coach Richt is telling him. Just kick it away, get it into the end zone. Try to cut down on the Honey Badgers' kick returns. Jefferson out to Ford. When we talk about SEC defenses and how powerful they are, I'm really impressed with the way that was a halfback slip screen, so that's probably why the pressure was there, but they were still able to get the Ford. I'm really impressed with the defenses so far in this game, and we had a pretty nice defensive battle over at the NIT just across the way right now between Georgia Tech and Rutgers, they're involved in a defensive game. We have a nice defensive game here. Michael Ford to get 7 yards on that. 6 yards. Excuse me, ESPN ticker. 3rd down and 9. Jefferson will have to throw it. Oh, batted up. They got to knock it away. It's going to go incomplete. So Georgia defense coming through strong again. Another punt for LSU. We're kind of just going back and forth right now, waiting for whatever team wants to break through. Smith can't. But Georgia is winning the field position battle, and eventually something's got to give. And the team that's winning the field position battle will all but win the game. Can the Bulldogs pull off the upset over LSU? The SEC title game rematch. Crowell with the carry, and he was just wrapped up and almost dropped on the top of his head. A hard-earned 2 yards for Isaiah Crowell. 2nd and 8, they give it to Crowell again. Crowell bounces to the outside, and there he goes, looking for the end zone. He will reach down to the 20-yard line, and Isaiah Crowell, just like he did to the Michigan State Spartans, is picking things up on offense, running the ball, and just tearing into this LSU defense. He's got to be close to 100 yards. Look at all the Georgia fans here in the Liberty Bowl. I'm telling you, this is, I mean, Bowl Championship Series playoffs. This is where the money's being made. Murray gets it out to his wideout. I believe it was 26. If it was Malcolm Mitchell. Yes, it was. 7-yard reception for Mitchell. And Georgia quickly finds themselves in the LSU red zone. No, they give it to Carlton Thomas. That'll be a 1st down. Harry Dog says, yes, sir. Here come the Bulldogs. Handoff. To number 22, that is Samuel, Richard Samuel. They have in there now. Crowell taking a well-deserved breather on the sidelines. Touchdown, Georgia Bulldogs. Aaron Murray out to Orson Charles, and Georgia leads LSU here in the 3rd quarter. Oh man, and now LSU, undefeated season is in danger. They're the lone remaining undefeated team in college football, currently at 14-0. But they are on the ropes against their SEC foes, the Georgia Bulldogs. It's 10-7. And another booming kick won't allow LSU to return it. And this offense, which has stalled out a little bit since that great opening drive, needs to pick up the pace. And every time we see the offense stall like that, a controversy kind of builds when you see Jarrett Lee standing on the sideline. Jordan Jefferson will take off. He will slide just a yard shy of the 1st down. You see the frustration on his face when he realized, oops, I probably should have kept it going and gotten the 1st. 3rd down and 1. They give it to Ford, and Ford will go down. A play that was well read by Jarvis Jones, the linebacker, and once again, the Tigers are punting it away. This is Georgia's game to lose right now. It is all on them. Give it back to Isaiah Crowell. 4-yard carry for him. He's second down and 6. Number 1 in the nation against number 16. Crowell takes it. Crowell will go down. Crowell's tackled on the play by Stephon Frantos. And they let Isaiah run it again. So 3 straight runs to Crowell. And now Georgia will have to punt it away. Good defensive game here at the Liberty Bowl, the AutoZone Liberty Bowl. Honey Badger couldn't get much on the return. He's been pretty quiet on defense and on special teams. And for LSU, they've been given a gift, another opportunity by the defense to try to reclaim the lead, recapture the lead. Jefferson will connect with Randall for an 8-yard completion. You just see Ruben Randall able to break free, and the rest is Jordan Jefferson. Triple covered, but Jordan Jefferson, his accuracy, that's how good he is. Able to just thread the needle and boom, hit his receiver. Well, that's going to be the end of the third quarter. We told you that these first round games, there were a lot of blowouts, but we knew in the second round these games would be getting close. They would be getting tough as the teams became more evenly matched. And once again, the fourth quarter, you cannot go away. It is a 3-point ball game, and the number 1 team in the nation, 14-0, the last remaining undefeated team, they are on the ropes. Jefferson will take off. First down, Jordan Jefferson, and a 15-yard bonus. Ed Hockley Jr. making the call. Smith called for the face mask. They're at midfield on a 1st and 10 thanks to the penalty. Jefferson with all day. Jefferson will take off, and he'll get 2 yards, nothing more. Second down and 8. Jefferson going deep. Oh, he dropped it. Ruben Randall had it. Did he not? Oh, okay, no, he did. Smith came in with the deflection. I thought Ruben Randall had it and dropped it, but Smith jumped up. Oh, Randall should have had it, though. That was tipped right to him. Third down and 8 for LSU. This offense has been struggling today. Down will go Jordan Jefferson. He will be sacked. Number 99, the defensive tackle, that is Geethers. Kawayne Geethers. And pressure falls on the LSU defense right now. If the Bulldogs can go down and score, that might be it for the Tigers season. Could it end here in Memphis? What a shocking upset this would be. I think a lot of people thought, especially after the SEC title game, Georgia would just come in and roll LSU. Crowell with the carry, and we have a flag. Probably going to be a holding call. Yes, it is. Justin Anderson calling for the hold. That'll back him up 10 yards. Just under 4 minutes. There's the fake, and Aaron Murray got hit hard. He's slow to get up, and see how that affects him. Tharold Simon, the DB, in on the blitz, the corner blitz, to get him, hit him in the back. And those are the dangerous plays when you don't even see him coming. They try to let Crowell run it. Crowell jukes and gets down to the 25. And the Honey Badger that got the tackle. Is that a 1 or a 7? I can't tell. 3rd down and 7, though. This is it. It's pressure time. Crowell takes it. Not enough. A season-saving tackle by Benny Logan. And the LSU Tigers will get the football back with around 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock here in the first quarter. They scored on their opening drive of the game. They have yet to score since then. It comes down to this drive. Well, this is the Honey Badger's big shot. Let's see. Make yourself worthy. He can't do it. He gets stopped at the 30. 70 yards. The fans are getting nervous right now for LSU. Jefferson out of the pistol. Michael Ford will take the run. He'll get 3. Ford takes it again. This is interesting. You're taking the ball out of Jefferson's hands. You let Ford run it twice, but that doesn't get you to a 3rd down and manageable. Jefferson, 1st down pass. Was brought in by Peterson. That one will be out there to Russell Shepard. 2nd down and 8. Pressure time. 2-minute drill time for LSU. Their season is on the line. Jordan Jefferson will run it, and Jordan Jefferson will get hammered. Down he goes. Jonathan Jenkins, a defensive tackle, to break from the line and take down Jefferson. 3rd down and 11. The season is on the line with these next couple of plays. 1st down, no! Randall out of bounds, but we have a review. Take one more look at it. Let's see. You had a referee right there. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. That's a good catch. That is a good catch. And Ruben Randall comes down with it. They reverse the play, and LSU is feeling a little bit more confident right now on this drive. Jefferson. Oh, bad pass. Looking for Randall and just got away with him. Drew Alleman yet to make a kick here today. He's practicing in case they have to go for a field goal. I know LSU would rather get the touchdown, though, at this point. Jefferson to pick it up off the ground. Jefferson throws it wide open. Touchdown for the LSU Tigers. Russell Shepard with the score. And LSU on a game-winning drive takes the lead. Oh my gosh, the Liberty Bowl is going crazy right now on that LSU Tigers drive by Jordan Jefferson to make it a touchdown possession for Georgia. Yes, indeed, 14-10. And now it's up to the Bulldogs. 3 timeouts, 1 minute and 17 seconds to go. Oh my goodness, this is getting exciting to think after this one is over on CBS, you have the Sun Bowl coming up at 6 between Robert Griffin III, the Baylor Bears, and that high-powered offense against the high-powered Oregon Ducks offense with Thomas and that whole crew. And then after that, you got the Chick-fil-A Bowl, Alabama and Clemson. What a day of college football this is. The Bowl Championship Series. Murray pressured. Murray will go down. He gets sacked. Bring everybody back. You have 3 timeouts, but they don't want to use them. They are going to use them now. Is that no huddle? They couldn't get back in time, and they wasted a good couple of seconds even trying to attempt that. On 2nd down and 12, Murray will go down again. It's a fumble. It's a fumble. LSU will pick it up and run it in. That should be a win for the LSU Tigers. Ryan Baker, the linebacker, picked it up. I believe the fumble was forced by Logan. Oh, man, how about that from LSU? And a lot of Bulldog fans, a lot of fans in yellow and black have just gotten up and they are walking out of the stadium. LSU, with less than a minute to go on the clock, takes a massive 2-score lead. It was just a minute and 30 seconds left when LSU was trailing. They thought their season was over. We looked like we were going for a 2007 national title game rematch, but instead, LSU might pull this one off, barring some kind of Georgia Bulldogs miracle. They need to score and go for an onside kick. They have 1 timeout left. They're at 45 seconds. Murray throws it deep. It's caught! Oh, touchdown Georgia Bulldogs! Touchdown Georgia Bulldogs. Aaron Murray connects with Malcolm Mitchell. And the Bulldogs find themselves right back in this game, and that hurts even more for Georgia, because if they didn't give up the touchdown on the fumble, they would have taken the lead on that play. Instead, they have to go for an onside kick, but they're going to go for 2 right now to cut it down to a 3-point lead for LSU. They throw it to the outside to Isaiah Crowell. Great play call. Crowell dives into the end zone, and it is a 3-point football game. Those Bulldog fans that walked out of the stadium, they're missing a great ending. Here we go. Onside kick. 36 seconds to go. It bounces around. Oh, that was a really bad kick as LSU has it. Oh, and that should seal this one. Spencer Ware recovered the onside kick. Oh my goodness, what a game this was. And it hurts even worse for Georgia knowing that if they didn't give up the touchdown on that fumble, they would have the lead right now. LSU defense bailing them out, and the Tigers will move on to the Elite 8 to do battle with the Texas Longhorns. For the 2nd time in team history, the Tigers are on to the Elite 8. Les Miles, the LSU Tigers, they gave them a scare today, but they lived to fight another day. What a fantastic ball game. LSU wins it by 3, and yes, your play of the game, I got to agree with it. The fumble, if not for that play, Georgia is moving on. What a rematch between these two. LSU, just like Stanford did against Notre Dame, LSU makes it 2 for 2 against this team. Michael Ford is your player of the game. But anyway, yes, just like Stanford did against Notre Dame, LSU makes it 2 for 2 in rematches against the same team. And We still have Bedlam Part 2 at the Alamo Dome. Tickets have been sold out for days for that one. That game's tomorrow at 4:30. Tell me this isn't exciting. The Bowl Championship Series playoffs. I think everyone agrees. Whew. I'm telling you, my voice is about shot after doing all these games. But they are fun. They are worth it. This is what it is all about. And now it's decision time. Because LSU, your 2011 R&L Carriers New Orleans Bowl champions, and now your 2011 Liberty Bowl champions. Where are they going to go for the Elite Eight? Is it going to be the Cotton Bowl or the Orange Bowl? We'll find out in just a few moments. Stick with us. Here's our post-game show. We're going to look at the stats. Jordan Jefferson, hey, not a bad day at all, even though the offense wasn't as productive as he would have hoped. 12 for 18, 138 and a touchdown. Aaron Murray didn't do too bad himself either. 13 to 22, 174, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Rushing, Isaiah Crowell falling just 7 yards short of reaching his second 100-yard rushing day in the Bowl Championship Series. For Michael Ford, he was able to get 83 yards on the ground. Receiving stats. Probably Shepard would be your leader. 3 grabs, 75 yards, and a touchdown. How about Malcolm Mitchell? He came through in a big way with a 62-yard touchdown. He had 4 grabs for 87 yards and a score. Defensive-wise, both defenses played well. You see them, the stats for Georgia. And Tyrann Mathieu, he had 5 solo tackles. He led his team, of course, the Honey Badger. Other than that, Logan, who I believe he was the one that forced the fumble that led to the touchdown. My, oh my, comparative stats. First downs, even. Total offense, just about even. Passing yards, that's where Georgia got him there. Conversions, pretty kind of close, but LSU beat him out there. Turnovers, even. This was just an even game all the way through. Unbelievable. What a game. Fans, you've been seeing a whole lot of defense lately. You saw Texas earlier today with the 8 sacks on Colin Klein in Kansas State. You saw a good defensive battle here. The NIT game that just wrapped up the Cure Bowl was a really good defensive battle. Are you ready for some offense? Coming up at 6 on CBS, the Hyundai Sun Bowl. Oregon versus Baylor. That's right. Darren Thomas versus Robert Griffin III. You want to talk about an offensive explosion? You do not want to miss the Sun Bowl. But first, where is LSU going in the second round? LSU versus Texas. Where will that bowl game be? There you see it. Yes, indeed. LSU has elected to go to the AT&T Cotton Bowl. They've already talked it over at the bowl committee. And we've been offered up this explanation by Les Miles. Apparently, the reason the decision was made to go to the Cotton Bowl instead of the Orange Bowl, not only was it a shorter trip for the fans and for the team to travel from Memphis over to Dallas, but even though it's in the home state of Texas, the bowl tickets for the Elite 8 games up forward are split 50-50 down the line, so it won't be a home field advantage one way or the other. The other reason given here is they've already played in this stadium this year. They played against Oregon, neutral site game, and they won that one, so they feel they will be able to do it again. They know that stadium. They've experienced that stadium before. And reason number 3 is Texas is already waiting in Jacksonville. If you remember, they had to play Kansas State earlier today in the Gator Bowl. That's in Jacksonville. So if they would have chosen the Orange Bowl, then Texas would have gotten to travel from Jacksonville right there to Miami. Instead, they want to make Texas, who's already gone from Texas all the way up to North Carolina, all the way down to Jacksonville. Now they want to force them to come all the way back to Texas to kind of make them a little road weary. I think that's perfectly good explanations given by Les Miles, and we're in store for a great matchup in the AT&T Cotton Bowl. It's going to be the LSU Tigers versus the Cinderella story, the 7-5 Texas Longhorns.